Hey guys, Flary here. So I never done this before, and I think it's time we do something new for a bit. So I've never done reviews before, and I'm pretty sure a secret reason why is because I really don't want to do bullshit right now, and guarding that people are probably gonna be that way. Anyways, I recently have seen a movie in theaters regarding my favorite series of all time, and I'm talking about Jurassic Park. Damn, I love Jurassic Park. It is my all-time favorite series of all time, and I've recently seen Dominion, and I know there's some mixed thoughts about it. Some really ticked me off to the point where I think I'm gonna make my own review in the form of video. So I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna be talking about basically everything about the movie, what I think of it, and anything else that I probably don't remember, but is gonna be involved. But before we do, I'm gonna have to put on some rules. One, in case no one listens to the name of the video, this is a spoiler warning. So if you have not seen the movie, want to, don't even bother coming here until you've seen the movie. Okay? And the last rule I have here, I'm gonna put it the nicest way possible for specific viewers. This is my goddamn opinion. I swear, if I'm getting a bunch of I don't care. Well, I'm gonna have to, but still, if y'all gonna be complaining about my opinion, I don't care. It's my opinion, and I'll just say this here because I'm pretty sure I have to be one of the only damn people here that has to say it. Everyone has an opinion. Not only a specific amount of people who are biggest egos of all time. I just want to spread my own honest opinion. And if you have opinions that if you don't disagree with mine or have your own, I'm gonna have to be okay with it. Honestly, I'm just fine with your opinions as long as it's not just a-holeish towards mine or others who just want to have their own opinions. Okay, I am taking too long for the actual topic here. I just want to make this clear that these are the only two rules regarding this review. So with that said, let's start. So before we get on with Dominion, I think I should just go talk about what I thought about the previous Jurassic Park trilogy movies. Jurassic Park 1, amazing classic. Jurassic Park 2 was really great. Jurassic Park 3, it was kind of bad, but it wasn't really bad. It's more like, to me, a 4 out of 10. Jurassic World, the first movie I ever saw in theaters of Jurassic Park trilogy, I loved it. Fallen Kingdom, it was okay. The ending was just the biggest problem. Okay, so I've recently seen Dominion. Before I saw it, my expectations were around 8 out of 10. I just only hoped it would at least be a great finale to, I thought the series, but to Jurassic World. And I love to say that I was not disappointed. My expectations were big. I mean, there's still some negatives I have, but I think we can just start with the little things to the biggest. So let's do that first. All right, I think the first thing we should go for is the positives. That's a good way to start. Well, how about, let's go with the characters first. So first off, I'm just make this real clear, off topic probably. I don't understand why people don't like Chris Pratt. Is it because his casting? I don't know why that's a problem. But I'm just saying here, Chris Pratt is my number one favorite actor of all time. I love Chris Pratt. Jurassic World is why I love Chris Pratt in the first place. And obviously he was a yes for me. Claire was fun. Maisie was great. But the original cast, oh my gosh. Grant, Malcolm, and Ellie were so awesome. Great to have them back. Oh yeah. I was happy that Barry was back. I was happy he didn't die. Ramsey and Kayla, was it her? Yeah, Kayla. They were great. I honestly thought they were great. But I was disappointed in the fact that the only reason I saw Franklin and Zia as a part of the casting was for a little bit at the beginning. That kind of sucks. Hey, at least Franklin helped. But Wu, oh my gosh. If there's one thing that's cool, is if a character has some great development. Wu probably has, well, I don't know if people are going to agree, but I think Wu honestly has a very great redemption arc in this movie. I used to hate him because he was a heel after all, but if you think of it, the only reason he was doing that is because his ability was abused by the rich villains. If you think of it, he wanted to face his mistakes, and he ended up doing so. And as for the villain, probably people are not gonna notice him, but I'm gonna give a reminder of you guys. Dodson! We got Dodson here! Yeah, that guy was back, but honestly, he was a good villain. That's it. Okay, next up, let's go about the dinosaurs. Honestly, if there's one thing I will agree with about Dominion, they've brought a bunch of new dinosaurs. However, obviously, I got a soft spot for the fact Blue and Rexy were involved. Nice. And Beta's honestly so cute, I swear. Also, the Pteranodinosaurus, you guys don't realize that thing is such a menace. Like the ant, it's basically an anteater. They got a claws for weapon. They usually have to use it when they're threatened or, I don't know, slash a deer. But that guys can't sleep on the Gigantosaurus. That thing was a beast. Seriously, if you've seen the movie, which I hope the ones that don't see it are watching, you'd realize it's a menace if it's scared the T-Rex. Thumbs up to Rexy for helping the heroes escape because it was trying to fight him, and Mr. Anteater also helped out. That's another positive. The dino fights were badass. Oh yeah, it was nice to see the Dilophosaurus is back, even though I'm now, after the movie, I'm nicknaming them the Mysterious Spitzers because they spit, and seriously, they're really a mystery. They've done a lot of stuff that's questionable. Yeah, that's honestly kind of my positives. The rest we'll get to the next later. Honestly, let's go for the neutral. And I think there's only one or maybe 1.5 I have for neutral. It's definitely the plot and the surprises. Again, this is mostly for the part about well, the ones that seen it, but look, I get why people's biggest problem is that this is mainly about dinosaurs. So it would make sense why people complain about why is it about trying to stop food extinction locusts. But I remember saying something about like Laura Dern, the actor of Ellie Sattler, did make sense, and a lot of people that defended this problem, not problem, plot, that doesn't always have to be about dinosaurs. There could be other issues to deal with. But I do agree that most of it is just like Mission Impossible, which makes no sense, kinda. But I'm just like, I don't think it's the plot's a problem, except the Mission Impossible parts. Yeah, it's kind of overdone, but that's not really an issue in my opinion. The surprises, though, some were great, some were not. To be real, the surprises I did love were actually the times where I was surprised about certain characters were somehow the good guys, actually. I was honestly thinking Ramsey was going to be a betrayal, but no. Somehow he was a helper. And like I said, Wu by far had the greatest character arc of a redemption. That's good development. He wants to fix his mistakes. In the end, he does. He even gives credit to Maisie's mom, which brings the surprises I didn't like. Mostly that one. So, to those who've seen Fallen Kingdom, the stupid twist is the fact Maisie was a clone of her mom, and that Mr. Lockwood made it. Dominion explained it more, apparently. Lockwood never did. Turns out his daughter cloned herself into her own child, which was Maisie. So this whole time, Maisie was the granddaughter of Lockwood. I got mixed thoughts about it. I mean, at least that explain a little or tone down how bad it was like a Fallen Kingdom. It's still confusing as the problem. And I kind of forgot some parts already. I guess I'll count the climax that people chose to get used to the dinosaurs. I mean, they could have put in the sanctuary like they said, but what am I to say? It was just mixed good and bad. The moment you've all been waiting for. I'm now going to talk about the negatives, and this is going to be easy. Only got 2 problems with this movie, and it's the deaths and the runtime. So I'm just going to say this. So the movie runtime is kind of unnecessary. Like, I get it's okay 2 hours long, but to make it that long for moments that go for too long, that takes a bit long, that makes it just unnecessarily boring, is an obvious problem. I mean, I don't gotta prolong movies unless all that time has moments that are necessary. Some of these moments took a bit long that felt boring to wait for a moment to happen. That's a little negative I got. Oh my gosh, I forgot another surprise I was shocked about in the neutral section. Is it just me, or did the trailers make it sound like someone important was gonna die because Ellie screamed no in a devastating way? And before I saw the movie, I was predicting Malcolm was gonna die to the get-go. I was wrong. I was surprised that Malcolm still survives, which is still good, but be honest, if he died, it would make it tragic and worth it. Which, now I'm gonna talk about the deaths. If I'm being real with y'all, what I like about Jurassic Park is when it really is like a thriller when there are deaths in the movies. Because they are memorable, shock you, and just great when it's brutal.
Jesus Christ.
I sound like a psychopath talking about, but I don't care. That's what I love about Jurassic Park. They got crazy deaths involving dinosaurs. Dominion has by far the worst kill count of the series. There's not even a lot of deaths. Like, I mean, if you count the dinos, I guess, but when it's the people, they aren't really a bunch. I mean, the ones we got, they're still brutal. I mean, Dotson's was I guess brutal, but kind of disappointing to me because it was off screen. But that's just the biggest problem. Like, if you're gonna have the end of Jurassic World, you gotta have some memorable deaths at least, like a lot. And honestly, because it's negative, I just feel bad for James A. Janice, the dead meat. Because I've seen his videos. Awesome, by the way. Check him out if you want to. I know from his Kill Council Jurassic Park, he loves this series. I don't know what his opinion on Dominion is going to be, but I'm honestly feeling bad for him because Dominion has the worst kill count for him to review anytime, which sucks. And that's honestly my negatives. So yeah, that's all my negatives. I repeat it, my bad. So in conclusion, what did I really thought of Jurassic World Dominion? Well, despite the negatives it had, like the lack of deaths, the runtime was unnecessary, the plot was sometimes makes no sense, and the bad surprises. Honestly, I'm just glad I get to see this in theaters because I'm real with you when I say Jurassic Park really means a lot to me growing up. And this wasn't just a great finale because of the characters, the action sequences, the fights, the good surprises, and the part of the plot that makes sense. It was an amazing finale to me. I really enjoyed watching this on theaters. So in the end, it deserves a big 9 out of 10. That's just what I'm saying by heart and in my opinion. So that concludes the review. I doubt I will do more, but if you think I should do more, then I guess leave a comment or something. And also, if you don't agree with my opinion, that's fine. If you hated the movie, I guess I can get used to it. As long as you're not being assholes about it. That's just what I hope. But if you like, leave a comment what did you guys think of it. I'd like to know what you guys really thought of it. Because everyone's opinions matter. This is literally being recorded at night, so I'm gonna go take a nap now. But yeah, thanks for watching. If you like and subscribe. But I hope you enjoyed this review video, and I'll see you next time. Adios. It's Flurry.